Whether you just started out veganism or you've been doing it for a while, you're more than likely making at least one of these mistakes. I want to go over the most common mistakes I see that vegans make with their diet and how you can fix them. What's up, everybody? We're out here in nature today because I felt like going outside. It's your man Cole Hastings, and if you're new to my channel, this channel is all about building your body and mind through a plant-based diet as well as personal development topics, so consider subscribing. I'm at the local park. It's beautiful out right now. Actually, it's not that beautiful. It's like 30 degrees, but it's sunny for the first time in so long. So I was like, I need to go outside and make this video, get some cool shots for you guys. So let's get right into it with number one, and that is the fact that you're trying to eat too healthy, and by that I mean you are not eating nearly enough. So this is more common with beginners. They come up to me and they're like, hey, I feel very lethargic on a vegan diet. I felt tired, I just started out. Or even people who have been doing veganism for a while, they decide, I don't feel as good anymore and I can't figure it out. And the usual fact of the matter is that you're trying to eat too healthy. You don't have to be perfectly eating just all the right foods all the time. It can actually lead to you not eating enough calories, because with vegan food, it's a lot less calorically dense. If you look at fruits and vegetables, these fruits and vegetables contain a lot less calories for the amount of volume they have, and people don't realize that when they first go vegan, or even if they are vegan for a while. So what I suggest you do is track your macros with an app like MyFitnessPal. I use MyFitnessPal for all my full day of eating videos, and what this is gonna do is prevent you from eating too little calories. So if you find that it's harder for you to eat more calories than you're eating right now, but you still feel tired and you want to increase those calories, you need to find more foods that are low in volume and high in calories. So that's why I say sometimes you can't be super healthy. Like, you don't have to be perfectly healthy on a vegan diet. Sometimes you can't, because you got to work in these low volume, high calorie foods. And what that means is sometimes you're gonna have to eat a little bit of processed foods, especially if you're trying to bulk, or you got to find those very low volume, high calorie foods. So some examples of these natural foods, just whole plant-based foods, are nuts, seeds, avocados, and oils. Oils is processed though. Stupid. Dates are also a really good one as well. So stuff like this. Also, rice is really good and really high in calories for the amount of volume it has. But if you want to decide, you know what, sometimes I want to go at it and just eat whatever the hell I want, you can do that as long as you don't make it a habit and do it consistently. So the first thing I would have to say to you guys is track your macros. Find out if you're not eating enough, because that could be it really, but it might not be that. And that's why I'm going to talk about the second reason this might have happened to you, and the second most common mistake I see among vegans. But first we gotta change the scenery. So the second most common mistake I see vegans make is the fact that they're not supplementing. And this could be the reason that you feel so lethargic or tired as well. So you could be eating enough calories, but you're not supplementing with things that you are deficient in. Well, with veganism, there's not many things that you are deficient in. That's actually a pretty common myth. But things that I believe are absolutely necessary are vitamin B12, and if you live in a place like this where it's cold like half of the year, you need vitamin D3 as well. Now, if you aren't already taking this type of B12 that I'm about to say, you should absolutely be taking it. It's a sublingual methylcobalamin B12, and it comes in a little dropper, and this is the best absorbed type of B12. Any of the ones that come in tinctures that are methylcobalamin will be the best absorbed, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to the one that I use every single day. Use the discount code COLE20 at checkout and you can get 20% off that. And as for D3, it's kind of hard to find a vegan D3 supplement because most of it is made from sheep's wool, but I get one that is made from organic lichen, and that one is vegan, and there's 180 capsules in the one that I use. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to that one as well. Now that we have those two absolutely necessary ones out of the way, you might be deficient in other nutrients. It's very, very possible if you're not eating a whole mix of plant-based foods, a bunch of variations of them, which I highly suggest that you do. And one of them for me, I think, is calcium. I should probably start supplementing with calcium. But if you're trying to find out which nutrients you might be deficient in, you should use the app or the website called Chronometer. You can check all of your minerals, all the vitamins and minerals that you get from your foods every single day. You can track your macros there as well if you want, and it'll show you how much of each mineral and vitamin you got for that day. So if you're consistently not getting in enough or the recommended daily amount of some type of mineral or vitamin, then you need to be supplementing with it. It's as simple as that, because it can cause that lethargic feeling, that tired feeling, that mental fog that you are feeling. So that's the second tip. So let's go to the third common mistake that I see all the time. I'm gonna be squatting for this last third one. The third most common mistake that I see vegans do is they eat too much fiber. This is gonna go off of what I said earlier about just eating too many healthy foods. If you're just eating fruits and vegetables, there is so much fiber in them, especially if you're just starting off. Your body is not used to this much fiber, and what it can cause is actually nutrient malabsorption, can cause a lot of bloating, and it can cause a lot of constipation. And I see this happen even with people who have been vegan for a very long time, and it happened with me for a very long time as well. It still does happen sometimes because I just choose to accidentally eat too much fiber because I want to eat super healthy, but I also have to make that trade-off where I can't eat as healthy sometimes just to lower my fiber intake. So what I suggest you do is make a few swaps from these healthy things to maybe these not too healthy things, but realistically, they're still pretty healthy. What I'm talking about is like sometimes you can switch out whole wheat pasta with white pasta or brown rice with white rice. Just making a few switches like this is not going to cause a huge detriment to your health, but what it is going to cause is a lot less bloating. You should really just change around the meals you eat. So don't have a meal with like brown rice, black beans, broccoli, just like all this stuff with a ton of fiber in it. Try to mix it up a little bit. Get things that aren't as high in fiber. You know, maybe switch out that broccoli for some kale that's got less fiber in it. Switch out the brown rice for white rice. Just think of how to lower the fiber intake with every single meal. And then another helpful tip is to just eat smaller meals. If you're eating huge meals and these meals are super high in fiber, it's going to cause worse bloating, worse gas and stuff like that than if you were just to eat small meals throughout the day with less fiber. So maybe try small meals as well. That could help just as much. So I hope you all learned something today, and maybe you had one of these mistakes and now you can fix it with this information. So if you did enjoy the video, leave a like for me. It helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for watching till the end as always, and I will see you all in the next video.